Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I'm your host, Cloud. Today, we will be finishing Season 1 of Fate Zero by reacting to Episode 12 and 13. I plan to upload this alongside Episode 10 and 11, so hopefully you guys, or I guess all of us, kind of finish off this season with a bang. We get 4 episodes dropping alongside each other, and we can knock out Season 1 of Fate Zero. I believe there is a Season 2 that takes it up from episode 13 to 25. But anyways, in the last episode, we got to meet little Rin Tosaka, who is kind of, I don't know, are they considered magicians, I guess? I know they use magic, but I guess I'll just say she's like a magician in training. She's the daughter of a very prestigious magician. I don't know what's the term to use them. It feels weird calling them magicians because they don't have, like, you know, the pointy wizard's hat or a robe or anything. But she is training to be as good with magic as her father, maybe even better, because she wants to help out her father that she loves. And she's a very kind of noble child. She's very smart, she's very popular, and I love the fact that she had like all of these girls surrounding her, asking her for help with their homework, and her best friend was kind of, you know, feeling a little bit left out outside the circle, and she went out of her way to include that best friend. I think that is a very important quality in a friend, and a very respectable quality. But on top of that, she's been hearing news about a bunch of kids getting kidnapped. And one of the kids that she hasn't been hearing from was her best friend, Kotone. I think that's her name. She didn't hear anything from her. She assumed the worst, and so she began her investigation into what was going on. And she ended up finding the guy that is working with CASTER. I forget his name, but he's working under CASTER, kidnapping kids, luring them to him so that he can sacrifice them. And Rin ended up bumping into him and kind of stopping him dead in his tracks because she saw that he was using this sort of magical bracelet to hypnotize the kids, and she used her magic power to shatter their bracelet. And then she grabbed the kids, they ran out of there, brought them home safely to their families, and lived happily ever after. Or so we thought, because right after, she ended up getting confronted with who I think was CASTER, because we know CASTER can summon those like tentacle starfish things. One of those appeared, but then a bunch of bats swarmed the thing, obliterated it, and those bats were summoned by oh man, there's so many K names, it's hard to keep track. Kire, is that his name? Kire, the guy with the white hair. He ended up saving Rin because he seems to be very close and very attached to Aoi, Rin, and Sakura, and he's done so much for Rin and Sakura in order to kind of bring their family together, and they could all come to that park again happy without having to deal with this whole Holy Grail War stuff. And we also found out that the only reason why he's in the Holy Grail War was because there was an agreement that if he got the Grail and gave it to the head of the Mato family, then they would let go of Sakura Mato and she would be free again. But the last thing that happened in episode 11 was the fact that Ryder, Archer, and Saber all sat down and had kind of a Holy Grail discussion. Saber and Ryder talked about what they wanted to do with the Holy Grail. They described their definitions of what they believe a king should be. Saber seems like she kind of had her whole worldview kind of shattered. And Ryder, I agree with a lot of the things Ryder said, although I do think that there is room for Saber to prove him wrong. We'll just have to see how she does it though. And then Archer, I'm sure he kind of agreed more with Ryder, but I'm sure he's kind of like me, how he was able to see that she could prove him wrong, and he was actually kind of encouraging it. So we'll see where things go from here. But anyways, if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe for more Slice Shonen content. Make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description, and also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so this is the part of the episode where you guys will have one of 2 different options. Your first option will be to go into the description, click the source video link, pull up the video, and sync it with me. Or your second option can be to go into the description and click the mega link or the Google Drive link if you want to see the reaction with the anime all included on one screen. But anyways, we'll be starting episode 12 in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Utterly immeasurable. So I'm guessing they made it out safely, since he was able to relay that information to Tomioki? Is that his name? Tokiomi? Oh, dang. I think I was right the first time. Tokiomi. Alright. We are getting into it. Things are spicing up. We have 2 episodes left in this first half of Fate Zero. And now would be the perfect time for some action. And we kind of see right here, like before, I guess we had our obvious alliance between Tokiomi and this guy right here. But there was also kind of somewhat of a alliance rivalry group between Lancer, Saber, Rider, because those three, they respected each other enough to like work together because they wanted to fight fair and square. And I think that, I guess, mentality of wanting to face your opponent fair and square on an even playing field is what kind of brought them together. But I think after last episode, and Ryder had his speech about what it means to be a true king, and when he explained the fact that he didn't know that he no longer sees Saber as a king worthy of his respect, I think he kind of split away from this little rivalry alliance that we had. And now it's just kind of Saber and Lancer. Man, the burger sounds so good right now. I'm so hungry. Oh man, been keeping his eyes on him. Oh yeah, when he grabbed it and threw it back at him. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kenneth. So he knows Lancer's under a new master. Dang, he's got his facts. He's really been keeping a watchful eye on everything going down and everyone involved. Oh yeah, true. He did attack them. But why? Because he could have just used assassin. Or I guess he didn't want to give. Didn't want to give assassin's identity away. These two, man. They are at each other's throats. Look at Gilgamesh in casual clothing. If you can even call that casual. Okay. Interesting. Oh, to the war's mediator? So then it's the priest guy. Hmm. So is that a reference to Kaneth's situation? Since he's the like original true master for Lancer? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, this guy's Kide. Oh my gosh, there's so many K names, dude. So then the guy with the white hair. I'm gonna look really dumb if his name doesn't even start with a K. This is wholesome. What's their daughter been up to? We haven't seen her in forever. Oh, okay. So this is like their temporary home. Doesn't look bad. Needs a little touch up. Some roofing, but not bad. Oh, interesting. Ah, but because the walls are so thin. Oh, but I guess this would be the perfect place. Mm-hmm. Dude, seeing Saber in a suit is so cool. I think it like kind of highlights her somewhat kind of tomboy vibe because she's like a female knight, which is like unheard of in that time. Right now, she's a girl wearing a suit and tie. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, true. Caught on to you. What is going to happen here? Oh, her strength is depleted. Oh, I was gonna say, they mentioned earlier that she was a homunculus. Ah, man, what does that mean? I've heard that word and seen it around so much. Ley line. I need to look that up after this. Ley line. Kinda sounds like he's mocking you. Oh man. Ugh. He knows. Burger. Karia, that's his name. Oh my gosh. Karia, Kirei, Kaneth, Kiritsugu. So many K names, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't sleep on them. You saw how he stood up against Archer. Hmm. Ah, okay, okay. This might be the beginning of him thinking for himself. 'Cause right now, he's kind of working for Tokyomi's best interest. Dang. What? Oh snap. The sigil. Hmm. Oh, okay. Hmm. So up until this point, was he not an actual participant? He just summoned Assassin and worked for Tokiomi. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I told you this is the beginning of him thinking for himself, even if it's subconscious. Archer. Dang, he is all up in his head right now. Your path is clear now, Kirei. Ah, I guess this is the power of a king, huh? Man, he just completely opened that man's skull and dove straight into his brain. But I think this is all a part of Archer's plan. Because before, didn't he mention something about like his desires or him not caring much for Tokiomi's desires? And he also mentioned that Kirei would need to steal a servant from some other participant in the Holy Grail War. And then he picked up his chess piece. So was he? Oh man, he's like he's how do I explain it? He's imprinting these thoughts in Kirei's head that he didn't originally think of. And so now he has a desire, even if it's subconscious and he doesn't know it yet. He has a purpose to participate in this Holy Grail War. And I think Archer might be kind of using him to rip him away, or he's kind of using him to break the bond between Archer and Tokiomi, and then he would use him to get to the Holy Grail and achieve his wish, which we still don't know yet. Man, this anime is so oh my gosh, thought provoking. Not this guy again. Raise Salvation's banner. Looks like we're getting more caster action. But one thing that I was kind of thinking of throughout that entire episode was I'm really curious to see who is going to be the first participant that is eliminated. Place your bets now, everyone. If you already know what's going to happen, then just like post what you thought or who you thought the first person eliminated was going to be. But if you don't know what's going to happen, then vote with me. Post your guesses in the comments. Who do you think is going to be the first person eliminated? I think that... Oh man, this is tough. Because the answer kind of seems obvious, right? Because the war is kind of on hold until we take out Caster. So I guess I wouldn't be surprised if it was Caster. But outside of him, I think the first person that's going to be eliminated, I mean, especially after this conversation that just happened, it might be Tokiomi. No, they wouldn't, because he's too important of a character. I doubt they'd get rid of him this easily. Man, things are getting so interesting. Maybe Lancer. I guess that'd be my guess. Lancer. Because I don't think his new master has what it takes. Has the, like, I don't know. I don't think she has what it takes to win this war. So, and plus we already Saber is still impaired by this curse. The only way for her to stand a chance against most of the other people and have a chance at winning would be, of course, for this curse to get lifted. How does the curse get lifted? Lancer has to get taken down. So I think that's how it's going to go. But anyways, we are here, episode 13, and we'll be starting it in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Here's a rider. Oh god, and this is him now. This dude. Oh, I thought that was him talking in his sleep for a second. This dude is so massive, man. What is he, like 9, 10 foot? I guess he'd probably be about like 8, right? Like 8, 7 or 8 foot. I wonder if he was actually like super tall during his reign, or are they just well, no, it wouldn't make sense, right? Because I don't know, the tallest human in existence is just like 7 foot something, right? I wonder if he was actually super tall and they like took that into account when designing his character, or is he just made, he was designed to be like this big hulking kind of intimidating, he just kind of screams king, like his whole appearance just kind of screams ruler, and maybe they just went after that sort of design because of his personality. Like, it wouldn't make much sense if this man was like, I don't know, 4 foot tall and talking big like he does. He just kind of fits the description of ruler. But where is their daughter? I don't remember. What happened with her? I'm not sure. Is she back at the like mansion that they started at back in episode 1? Yep. Burn this place to the ground. Quit your crying, you loser. You're one to talk! Are you kidding me? How can they call themselves human? Ryunosuke. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. I remember someone, I think either he mentioned it or someone said it in the comments. But I'll explain it in a second. Why is this freaking light from the heavens beaming down on them? This dude is so far gone, man. I don't know where the heck he got this ideal from. Gosh. Oh gosh. Here we go. Hmm. Hmm. This is so interesting, man. Okay, so I believe someone told me in the comments that Caster's character, his like the important thing that he did throughout history was the fact that he was like a devout worshiper of I don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it Joan d'Arc or Joan d'Arc? And once she died, he tried to kind of get back at God by sacrificing these humans that he supposedly loved so much. And that's why he's sacrificing all of these children and stuff. But this discussion we just had here is interesting because it seems like he's almost found. Well, if that is true, then that means he found out that instead of getting back at God by punishing humans, he sees it now as a way of him worshiping God. And he's been worshiping him this whole time. But I don't know. This is just. This is a lot. This is a lot. Oh, that was on his shirt. My man is a gamer. Using whose money? Oh man, he caught you. Is he embarrassed? That's true. You have the real thing. Wait, what? Well, they were wrong. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. So I guess in our history books it said that he was short. Or it says that he was short. Hmm. It's interesting. Dang. Man, this is kind of like inspiring me to go and actually look up these characters and find out about their history. First, we gotta figure out who the heck Berserker is. I think the only one that I really know about is Gilgamesh. Oh man. This is not gonna be good. I can say that at least. Look at how huge this man is! Dude, Waver is like up to his belly button. Okay, I guess he looks a lot taller now. That was just a bad angle, my bad. I mean, why is he so sure that he's gonna win? Or does he think that he's being carried by his servant too much? Oh, that's true. Dude, Iskandar has such a way with words, man. That's not true. That's where you're wrong. Oh, but that makes the challenge. That makes it even more of a challenge. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Dang, did you see that freaking shockwave that came from his chest? Really? Dude, can I have my own little Iskandar? Whenever I'm feeling down, just re-inspire me? Oh, that's what he dreamed about. Wow. Interesting. Man, this is actually so crazy. Well, he senses something. Or someone. Oh, Caster. I think Saber sensed it too. Look at this man. What the heck does he have planned now? Oh, he's noticed. Ah, not this again. So then who is he after? Giles DeRice? Oh, this is what he said at the end of last episode. Oh, this can't be good. This is some sort of disgusting fusion. But I think this shows right here that Caster's gonna be the first one dead. Maybe. Dang. So this is his final form. Ryder's here. We're here. I wonder if anyone else is. Lancer agreed. Alright. Which means we're gonna have to drag him out of there. Or kill him while he's inside. Hey, Lancer, my boy! Oh, good point. How sounds that to you? Lady of the Lake's protection. Wow, really? That's pretty sick. She's like, alright, don't get too ahead of yourself there, Iskandar. Alright, they're charging into battle against this beast. It looked almost like a woman. Was I the only one that noticed that? When he first summoned it, it looked like there was a face. Like it was a... I don't know, is this like an altar to his beloved John? The Forbidden Feast of Madness. Man. Wow, what a cliffhanger. Honestly. But that right there is going to be the end of this sponsored session of Fate Zero Season 1. I believe there's a Season 2. So, man, clearly things get pretty intense from here. But, real quick, while you guys are watching, please go into the comment section right now and thank Naplica for sponsoring... Yeah. But everyone watching right now, please go into the comment section right now and thank Naplica for sponsoring every single episode, past episode 1, I believe. Because I think I reacted to episode 1 a while back, and they decided to continue Fate Zero from episode 2 through Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Okay. But real quick, everyone watching right now, please go into the comments section and thank Naplica for sponsoring this Fate Zero series. I believe I reacted to the first episode a while back, but they went out of their way to sponsor all of episode 2 through 13. So every single one of these reactions is brought to you by them, and it would, yeah. And I would appreciate it a lot if you guys would thank them in the comments section. Their name should be above... What? An actual cutscene here? Oh, okay, yep. Okay, so this was the actual end. Okay. Alright, so I guess we have a lot to look forward to. If you guys are interested in continuing this series, feel free to let me know in the comments section, or you could also email me, head over to Patreon and message me there, and we can continue this into season 2 if that's what you guys want. But for now, we are going to end the season here, or end the series here. Season 1 of Fate Zero. The chapter has been closed. We got to see a lot of new things introduced, including Rin Tosaka, all of the, well, not all of them, but a couple of the holy spirits. Is that what they're called? Holy spirits? They began to talk about what they wanted out of this Holy Grail War. We got to learn a bit more about what the Masters want out of the Holy Grail War. So it seems like this first episode was kind of laying out the situation and kind of starting up. It's kind of like revving up the series. And then season 2 is when things are actually going to go down. So I know I for sure enjoyed this season. If you guys enjoyed the episodes as well, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode down below, and subscribe for more Slice Shona content. Make sure to check out the Cloud Crowd Discord, link will be in the description, and also consider supporting me and my channel through Patreon for as low as $2. But with that, I'm going to head out, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.